Yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Zebra. 14.
Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Bobby Wagner coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoover. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. There he goes left side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Hoover, pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. third down. It's Connor, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to sling this deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
19.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. K.J. Wright. Coming on the blitz, he gets him for a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Gun!
Operating from the gun. Hoover, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And out now come the Seahawks. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. On 1st down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. And he's got this down to the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Hoover. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Gone!
Throwing on first down. Hoover. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw on second down. Hoover. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. From the gun, Hoover. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Jaron Reed in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 93 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. Hoover. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock them out.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone. And
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Body Calhoun. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Hoover on the move to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out. Out of the scramble, it's 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Forced out to his left. Pushing through the contact. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Body Calhoun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38!
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside inside the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson operating from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Flex round! Flex round! Pull down!
They start with a give to counter. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And still fighting. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Bashad Breeland, the one that got him down. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. The give is to Bell. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw Dobbs. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 38. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This time Wilson will throw. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Everyone's got four down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Man open right side. It's the tight end, Clay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And now he'll turn and off it. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.